Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 7 trades. Today's date is August the 6th. Today is Friday and it is also non-farm payroll, the highest impact news that you can find. The market moves usually quite a bit. Also did 2 future pairs, as you can see here, as it will be affected by the US dollar. Now we can take a look at the news for today. Keep in mind, the news came out at 8:30 and I took the trades before 8:30. Now for the US dollar, it turned out positive or green here. That means we're going to buy the USD, and the Canadian dollar, the unemployment rate, it's negative. So a good one to trade would be to buy the dollar CAD. Keep in mind that whoever picks up the FX trigger system, I also include, or at least show you how you can get your hands on this trading simulator for the MT4, which will allow you to trade, continue practicing in a demo account. They do give you $10,000. You'll be able to practice actually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I do this on a Saturday and a Sunday. I usually put in 8 hours every weekend, which helps to make my trading much more improved. If you have any questions about this, just get in contact with me and I can answer your questions. Moving right along. Now before I get into these trades, I do repeat this every day because every trader out there who fails, this is the main reason why they fail. Now I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 to 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy the education and then do the homework, or you will fail at trading. I highly suggest putting in more than one trade at a time, as no one knows which pair will move the greatest number of pips. That is why I place 3 or more trades at a time. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Now we can get into these trades. Most of these trades did qualify for a great way to trade. It has a very high success rate, at least for me it does, around 95%. So the very first one that we're going to look at is this US 30-year Treasury bonds. Everything was screaming. Let's drag and drop this up to see at least where I got in the trade at this cursor right here. The system was saying sell along with the boxes top right corner. Should have just waited for a bit of a pullback, but it's not a big deal. I know that the most it's going to pull back to is around this zone and then continue down. Most of these trades, especially the gold, it just moves like crazy every day. I could have stayed in the trade and made more pips. I know futures, they call it ticks, but I'm just going to go with pips. It's all more or less the same thing. So I took the trade here. It did go against me about 32 pips. Closed it out here, just being happy with 20. So in those 20 pips on the US 30-year bond paid $1,000. Moving right on to the next pair. Pound dollar, the pound dollar here. Remember, we have dollar strength. It still is at the top here, around 70%. And so we're buying the dollar. And the CAD is in the middle of the pile, approximately. Let's see now. Let's drag and drop this up. The system, FX trigger system, was saying to sell from here. We got red boxes. Again, this one decided, remember, the market for non-farm payroll will do this, spike up and down. So you got, you cannot put in a 10 pip stop, or you're going to lose for sure. Even 20 pips is not enough. Took the trade here, went against me, well, 22. And I ended up closing out the trade with 11 pips. And those 11 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,100. And another good example of what I call a great way to trade. Works fantastic on a daily basis. Next trade, Euro CAD. So, Euro CAD, by the way, I sold everything, all the pairs here except for this dollar CAD. So, sold the Euro CAD, qualified for a great way to trade. Everything is looking great. Now, non-farm payroll, exactly what I said, it will spike up and down, and amateur traders will put their stop like too tight. So here we go. Did go against me, 20 pips. 20 pips is not all that much. And I knew it was going to come down at least and to the bottom and test this. Looks like it's not going much further than that. And I ended up with 14 pips. And 14 pips on the Euro CAD paid $1,117. Now, just to let you know, I took all the trades around 7, just before or a little after, well before my system was telling me to sell, well before the news came out. And I closed out all the trades between 8:30 and about 9, 8:30 and 9. So, moving right along to the only pair that I bought, dollar CAD, based on dollar strength. Drag and drop this up. The system was saying to buy from back here. I took the trade here at this cursor, did a bit of a pullback, not a big deal, around 9 or 10 pips, and I closed it out up here. Just to let you know, I closed out all the trades when I was basically happy, and usually I'm happy with when I'm getting 100 or more pips, and I'm only taking a wild guess, but I got at least 150 to 160 pips. We'll do a pip total at the end. Close it out here with 18 pips, and 18 pips on the dollar CAD paid $1,436. Moving right along to the next trade, Euro Aussie. Drag and drop this up. System was suggesting to sell from this point. Did qualify for a great way to trade. That's using the moving averages and the indicators down at the bottom. Here was the pullback. And this one here I got in at pretty good price. And I ended up closing out the trade, looks like with about 20 pips. And 20 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $1,478. Moving on to the next trade, Euro New Zealand. Another good looking example of a great way to trade. We'll drag and drop this up. System was suggesting to sell. It's exactly what I did. I forgot to mention every one of these trades, I verified the trend direction by drilling down lights. You must do that, because just because the system at this point could be saying to sell If the higher time frames are saying to buy, then it could die right here and go up 50 or more pips. But the higher time frames are saying to sell, and that's exactly what I did right at this point. Took the trade here, it did go against me 2 pips, and I closed it out, looks like with 23 pips. And 23 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $1,622. Moving on to the last pair. I've been doing futures for the past number of days because these futures, I didn't bother with oil today. Didn't look good enough to trade, but this gold looked too good to not trade. System was screaming from way back when to sell. Got lots of red boxes, and did qualify for a great way to trade. Let's drag and drop this up. Now it did go against me right in here, which is not a big deal. Went about 4 points against me, and wish I stayed in the trade, to be honest with you. But I was happy at the time when I closed it out with 66 pips, 66 ticks on the gold trade, paid $6,330. Gold does move a lot every day, as you can see the ADR at the top here, left side. It's 144 pips, and today already went 381. Look at how much more it passed it. So I gotta, one of these days I'm just gonna use a trailing stop and grab some more of these pips. But nonetheless, I still ended up with a fantastic trading day on this Friday. Great way to end the week. My pip total came to 171 pips, and those 171 pips and some ticks with the futures paid out $14,085. So if your system is not producing like my FX trigger system, I suggest you get your hands on it. You want to get some more information, quite simple. All you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see my FX trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn that, you will fail. My FX trigger system has over 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. You're going to need a lot of education, and that's why I gave you a fair amount here. Now there's 43 training videos. I threw in one extra one, and it's about 50 minutes long. It's right here in red, how to backtest using the trading simulator. I throw in tons of tips and, many tips and tricks on how you can improve your trading. It's a must-have because you can do the equivalent of 1 year's trading like on a weekend. So it will certainly speed up your learning curve. At least it certainly did that for me. So now we're running short of time. You can put this on pause, read all these different ways that I teach. The more ways that you learn how to trade the market, the more pips you will extract from the market. If you have any questions at all, quite simple. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore here. Now, I really do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link. We'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session and answer your questions and give you some tips and tricks. Remember, that is with no obligation to you. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 34 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So it's just about time to wrap up this video. I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.